Welcome back to another episode of Reality Hits Matt. I'm your host, Michelle.
And I'm Matt.
Today we'll be talking about Season 2, Episode 8 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Episode 8. We're almost to the end of this one, huh?
Yeah, we only got a couple more after this.
That's great.
Yeah, coming to the end of Season 2.
All right.
Do you want to do your recap of last week?
Sure. Season 2, Episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think this starts out, the girls are still on their girls' trip to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
It's ending there. They're filming TikToks. Whitney's kind of a part of it and hanging out and filming with the girls and trying to help them out with their TikToks, I guess. I don't know. And then she says something along the lines like, oh, after this girls' trip, I guess I'm back in mom talk now, like joking. And they're like, no, you're not. Not yet. And then she's like, well, we should have a vote. And then so all the girls vote, and the only girl that votes to put her back in is Taylor.
Yeah.
Because she kind of gave Taylor a second chance. And everybody's just kind of, I guess, there's a lot of tension with Whitney and Michaela, so everybody just wants to let that, I guess, happen or blow over or whatever.
Simmer
before
down. Yeah.
they would have her back in. So there's that. After that, Jessi brings up Layla's Friendsgiving party, asks if she's going to have it this year. And Layla's like, oh, you know, I don't know who's going to be invited yet.
Yeah.
Like Whitney's like right there and
all
that. So it was a little awkward. And I guess Whitney does end up getting invited. I think everybody got invited. Even Jen. There's a lot of drama with Jen right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happens. Then I think it's Michaela and Macy, and they're going through a car wash.
Oh yeah, they do.
And Michaela's whole car wash issue, and she can't turn the wheel and get on the track. And then during this or after this, Whitney sends a text to the whole group like, hey, I think we should do like a bake-off, like a British bake-off or whatever, but Mormon themed at Friendsgiving. And all the girls are like, you know, acceptive to it. I guess Whitney makes sourdough. Yeah. But it's like Macy's recipe.
Yeah.
So there's all that.
Even though Whitney did claim that it wasn't Macy's starter. It was an instant yeast.
Okay.
And Macy goes, I don't believe that.
Right. So Michaela is just doing whatever to beat Whitney. That's like her only goal in this bake-off is to beat Whitney. So she hires somebody to help her make sourdough or teach her how to make it. And then she ends up making a bunch of different things.
Thing ever.
Yeah. Demi has never baked, so her and Brett go to a baking store, get ideas and tools and ingredients, I guess. So she's making this better than sex cake, which she calls a better than what cake. Yeah. But then she puts penis sprinkles all over it. So it's very Mormon. Whitney made her bread. So I guess she scratched in CTR, which is like a Mormon.
Yeah, choose the right.
Choose the right. So then it ends up, Michaela comes with her bread and it's got the same thing on it. And I guess you had said there was a clip where she was asking the cameraman, like, if he's filmed any of the other girls. And he's like, I just finished filming Whitney. And she's like, can you tell me what hers looks like? Yeah. He's like, no. But then it cuts away. So he told her. Yeah. And she copied it.
And then she claimed that she did hers 2 days. I started my sourdough 2 days before her.
Oh, okay.
And I was like...
so there's
the
that.
Producers, like, intentionally put that clip in.
Maybe. Yeah. But then she ends up making 4 different things, and she's trying to like
substitute in what, like, if she doesn't get a good reaction, she's just gonna like.
And the girls like put an end to that.
They're like, no, you pick one thing.
So she ends up putting in her pumpkin pie, which had the face of Jesus on it. Yeah. Which is kind of weird.
Brett called it sacrilegious.
Yeah, but then his wife's cake has dicks all over it.
Yeah,
so
Michaela didn't like that.
She just didn't like anybody. She was ripping into everybody's desserts. Layla also made a pumpkin pie. She said it was like, Michaela said apparently it was the worst thing ever.
Well, I mean, Layla was like, I don't even know if I cooked this all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, so that's fair, but like, come on. And then, who made the peanut butter bars?
Macy did.
Oh, right. And Michaela was ripping those apart too.
Yeah, she said, I like me a good peanut butter bar, but not Macy's. Those are gross.
Yeah. And then Taylor just brought a store-bought apple pie and put it in a pie plate, and the guys liked it.
Yeah, they gave her like all 8s.
Yeah.
So she was happy.
And then did Macy come in third with her peanut butter bars?
No. Michaela came in. No, Whitney came in third. Michaela came in second. Demi came in first.
Okay.
And Michaela was like, as long as I beat Whitney, I won.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
And Macy was upset because she was like, I'm the only one that actually like did a Mormon theme to mine.
Oh, right.
So she was not happy. She said that the guys needed a reality check.
Okay. There's one other thing I can think of before that in this episode, and that's Demi is getting ready for a Christmas party, which he said the timeline seemed weird there, but maybe they just had a lot of films.
Thanksgiving first.
Yeah. And
Christmas second.
But she was, I guess, who was she telling about the gifts that she had gotten?
Jessi.
And she's like, she got this game.
Yeah.
And it was like to get deep or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got this for Taylor because she doesn't know how to be like a friend or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot going back and forth there with them. And then Demi's like, when do I bring this up to her? But then I think she kind of realizes Taylor's going through a lot. Because after like the Friendsgiving, they're talking to her about it and like everything. Dakota was with his friend earlier in the episode and was like, he's like kind of level headed. He's like, dude, you just got to like chill out.
Yeah.
Give her some space. And then he's like, I'm going to give her an ultimatum.
Yeah, which is like...
So like kind of the opposite of what they need. So there's that. And then there was a little bit, I think, with the Sunday Sinners confessional, because Demi and Brett, I think when they left the store, you had said the cameras weren't there, but their mics were still on. And like, it was like a lot. Like, and I guess Brett's had like some issues in the past with like being trusted, even though like he wasn't in the wrong. And
there's just like
bringing up
false,
so much stuff. Yeah.
It just bothers him so much, and to me that like is like, if it's not true, it shouldn't bother you.
So
and it like, but he's like, how does this not get under your skin? So they're just not on the same page of like letting stuff get to them. Right. Yeah. So,
and then I guess one other thing kind of stemming from that is, Whitney invited Zach over, because Jen's not doing well.
Yeah,
she wanted like an update.
Yeah,
and then that's when he says like, oh, like Demi and Brett have like a lot of skeletons in their closet, and like apparently, like Jen and Zach know like a lot, about them, like things they don't want out. So, so I think
Demi, well, part of that is like Demi is trying to get a cease and desist
against Jen. So that was the episode. I mean, it was not in order, but I kept going back and forth. But
You're good.
I think that's the recap for this week.
You covered it all. You covered all the bases. It was really concise.
All right, let's move on to episode 8.
Episode 8, The Book of Betrayal.
Oh, betrayal.
Yeah.
All right.
So last week was a little bit, to me, seemed like all the girls were getting along towards the end. They kind of had an understanding that people are going through things.
Right. People get second chances.
This is the complete opposite.
Shit's going to hit the fan.
So 2 days after Friendsgiving, Taylor's at the CMA Awards presenting an award.
Okay.
And so the CMA's invited her. She did the whole red carpet. She went on stage. Like, they showed Luke Combs. They showed a bunch of, like, celebrities there. Yeah. And Taylor is in an interview saying, I was really nervous, and I was honestly shocked that they asked me to be here. Like, I just didn't, like, where do I fit in this thing? And so I guess she told the lady at the CMAs, like, oh, I'm really nervous. She goes, we're so excited to have you here. So she just, like, felt out of her comfort zone the whole entire time she was there. But she was really excited to do it.
Okay.
She posted about her being there, and no one from Mom Talk commented on it.
Oh, my goodness.
So she's in an interview saying it's really weird that I didn't hear from anyone. And she's making it seem like she didn't hear from anyone. So not just the comment. It was kind of like none of them even reached out
even,
to
like,
support.
text or call or anything. Okay.
She said she's going to speak her feelings and defend herself against all of them if she has to. So she goes on social media and posts a story.
Okay.
And she says, not a single one of my girls from Mom Talk said anything on my CMA post. Such a big night for me, awkward. And so that was like at the top. And then it cuts to a clip of her talking, and she's like, it just made me feel off and kind of not the support that I would expect from this group of friends.
Yeah.
And she's like, and I know some of them looked at it because they liked it, but they didn't comment on it. The girls then respond immediately with screenshots of group chats with them and Taylor saying, you got this in the bag. Can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
You look jaw-dropping. Jessi's texting her saying, you killed it. Like, good job.
But you didn't comment on her post.
But you didn't comment on her post.
That's all that matters.
So Jessi posts her own, like, thing.
Yeah.
And she says in a response to Taylor, reposted the CMA's TikTok of Taylor, posted Taylor on my story, texted her to hype her up and congratulated her, liked the post, gave her free hair clip-ins for her extensions, gave free extensions to her mom, but shit, sorry, I forgot to comment on the one video while I'm on vacation with my family. She goes, forgive me, Queen Taylor, I'll bow down now.
Oh my gosh.
And so all the girls are reacting and like, hey, no, we did reach out to Taylor because they're getting inundated with messages from people of Taylor's followers being like, you're bad friends. You guys are mean girls. Like, you're not supportive. Like, you guys are jealous. Like, they're getting thousands of messages, like, attacking them. And they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, we did. Yeah. So they start reaching out to Taylor and they're posting just these one-offs like, hey, I did reach out to her and this is what I did. So, like, don't come after me. Yeah. Demi takes it to a whole nother level.
Oh, jeez.
Demi comes after Taylor, and Macy had commented on one of Taylor's posts on her page being like, you know, we love you, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, Macy, don't hype up this girl's ego. You don't need her like she tells you. Like you don't need her, and you're like she, as much as she's trying to make us believe that you do. And she posts more than that too. Okay. So it really starts getting heated between Taylor and Demi at this point. And it was kind of already butting heads with Taylor and Demi previously. Yeah. And now it's just coming full circle. Yeah. So we cut to the intro after all of that. Okay. And then when we come back, we're at Demi's house, and Michaela and Macy are going over to her house to talk about everything that's going on. Yeah. Macy said that she first saw Taylor's post. She thought it was honestly a joke. And then she saw another post. She goes, oh, maybe it's not a joke. Because I guess Taylor has built her page on like being a satire. And so she does it for clicks and likes to get more. Because obviously you're going to get more interaction. But then she doesn't think about the consequences that that's going to have on the other girls.
True, what's not true, what do you mean, right. What is a joke?
And it's like, literally, like, they're now getting bullied by people that, like, think that they're a bad friend from Taylor. And it's like, you can do that to an extent and post those types of things, but you're not realizing what it's doing to us. Yeah. And, like, I don't want to deal with this shit. And so Macy said it's very confusing because they were all just rallying around her at Friendsgiving. Yeah. Macy reveals that all the girls are getting a lot of backlash online with the comments from people saying that they're fake friends to Taylor and none of the girls support her. So Demi at this point is responding to a lot of it, like in the comment sections to people, including one that said, people only watch because of Taylor and they only liked you, Demi, because you fought Whitney. Demi responds to that and says, come back after season 2 when you gain more context.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm in season 2. I don't know what the context is. So maybe they cut a lot out because I'm just getting that I don't like you.
Well, that's funny because this season wasn't out because obviously they were filming. Right. So it's like, like the social media thing's happening all the time. Right. So this is like in live. It's in season 2, and season 2 drops as one block. So But what's the context? Yeah. maybe we'll get it in episodes 9 and 10, I guess.
I mean, I know Taylor like was coming at her, and Taylor is very direct, and she's like, it's almost awkward sometimes because she goes, "Let's talk about it," and then like she'll just like, but then she like has like crazy eyes almost, like she's like. I can see where if Demi is hoping that the edit is giving her a good cut and Taylor's like attacking her.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like she's calling you out on your shit.
Right.
She's just doing it in like a awkward way.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Macy says when Taylor posted, she was on a date with Jacob. So she liked it and then she was like, oh, I'm going to comment later. But then she forgot. Kayla said she hadn't even seen the post yet, and Taylor won't respond to them in group chats for 5 days, so maybe she should have given them 5 days instead of 24 hours. Michaela and Macy both don't seem as upset with Taylor about this as Demi does. Like, during this interaction, Demi is like, I'm not putting up with it anymore, and this is ridiculous, and she's a narcissist, and, like, at one point she says... whatever it is, she's not fully getting it. Whatever you want to call it. Narcissism, not fully developed in the brain, not mature. There's something going on.
Okay.
So she's like adamant that like all of the girls need to be as upset as like her with this because Taylor did them wrong and this isn't okay. And Demi is definitely putting all these girls in like pick me over Taylor kind of situation, which never ends up good for a person that's trying to make you pick. Like it just doesn't. Like people don't feel comfortable with that. They don't want to pick sides. You can't force people to pick sides. If you don't want to have the relationship with that person, that's on you. Yeah. But like she is like trying to make all these girls hate Taylor as much as she hates Taylor. And it's like not a good look. Yeah. In the middle of all of this, like Demi ranting about Taylor's followers coming at them, Michaela takes a sip of the hot chocolate that Demi gave her, and she just like looks really grossed out. And then Demi goes, "What? Not good?" And then she goes, "It tastes like dirt. It's too healthy. It tastes like tree bark." So I guess she had some like healthy hot chocolate. She's like, and even like Macy like dumped hers out. She's like, so I'm just gonna dump this. And like I guess it was really gross, but it was definitely on brand for Michaela from last episode when she was like critiquing everything,
just crapping on everything that
I guess made. If she doesn't like it, she'll let you know.
Okay.
At the end of all this, Macy says that this drama could not come have a worse time because her and Jessi are throwing a combined Jay-Z Styles baby mama collab party. Okay. And they invited all the girls, and the theme for it is sinners versus saints.
Like before.
Yeah. So she's like, this is gonna
divide
end
the group
poorly.
up again.
Macy wants to sit down with Taylor ahead of the party just to see what she has to say and kind of talk to her about it. We cut to Taylor's house, and Taylor's mom and dad come over. Taylor says that the drama going on with mom talk, it's been hard to give Dakota an answer.
Okay.
Part of me thinks she was trying to distract Dakota away from this ultimatum. Oh. So she fabricated this drama with the girls.
Okay. It's like a distraction.
As a distraction to not give him an answer on this or to not deal with something that's going on.
Okay.
I really, truly believe this, guys. Like, I was watching this and I think, like, she knows, like, this is stupid drama. Like, this is dumb. But I need something. This is easier to deal with than Dakota.
Okay. All right.
That's my opinion. But I truly believe if you go back and watch this episode, you would agree. So Taylor catches her mom up on the fact that none of the girls commented on her posts. In an interview, she does admit that they did support her in other ways by texting, but when it comes to publicly, not a single one of them did. She said being part of Mom Talk is to support each other both privately and publicly. Okay. So I think more so she's like, you know, I don't think I deserved to, and she said this, like, I didn't think I deserved to be there to begin with. And then when no one supports me publicly, it just makes me think that I really didn't deserve to be there. Right. So the fact that she got nothing from any of the girls makes her question, like, what she's doing or why she's getting this attention or if she deserves it. Yeah. So she's kind of caught in this, like, fluctuated state. I just don't think she, like, went about it the right way.
Right. Okay.
Taylor's mom and dad are asking her, like, you know, do you think you were deserving of being at the CMAs? And Taylor says, No, I don't. And when they were in first class, or she says, I don't know. And she goes, we were in first class eating, like I wanted to cry. And then Taylor's dad said, why is it becoming reality? Like, is this becoming reality that this is your reality? And Taylor says she doesn't think she deserves it because of the swinging scandal.
Okay.
At that point, her dad tells her to get over it. He's like, the entire family doesn't care about that anymore. Taylor's mom tells her that the only person who hasn't forgiven herself for that is her. And Taylor's mom and dad explain how proud they were of her. And she goes, when I was like watching you on the red carpet, I was getting teary-eyed because her mom went with her.
Yeah.
Her dad's like, I was getting texts from friends being like, oh my God, Taylor's there. He was like, it was like a Super Bowl for me. Like, people were really excited.
Yeah.
They start talking about Demi and how, like, Taylor goes, Demi made herself look like a fool online because she was bullying Taylor. And Taylor's mom goes, yeah, she wants to be the queen bee. Like, I saw the most from her. And she's like, yeah, like, she was acting like a fool.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to a screenshot where it says, Demi is saying, Taylor will tell half-truths and then use her platform that she's built on manipulating her viewers and turn it on people who aren't as nasty and loud. So she's, like, literally on social media just, like, overdoing it. To the point where, like, the other girls are like, yeah, she took it too far. Like, this is just... She made one post, and then Demi took that and, like, fucking ran with it.
Yeah.
Like, it goes to Michaela and Macy, and Michaela is driving around, and they're going to pick Taylor up to have a talk with her. So Macy gets in the back seat, and she was like, we're going to have an intervention with her. And Michaela's like, oh, my God. Like, let's not do this. Also, who let Michaela drive again? Why isn't Macy driving? Macy says that she feels like her and Michaela are the closest with Taylor in the group right now, but she can't take Taylor's side on this because she doesn't agree with her. But she's definitely not on Demi's side because her opinion is just a little too strong. So she's like, I'm in the middle and I'm here to just like clear my grievances with Taylor and see if we can move on.
That's
but
fair,
like I don't care about what Demi has to say. Taylor gets in the car and it's kind of awkward, and Michaela at one point goes, so how is everyone feeling? Taylor tells the girls that she's feeling great and she would do it again. And the girls are like, why? Like, you don't regret it? You're not sorry? And she said that everyone saw her story that day and no one said a thing. She said the silence was telling. So she's like staying strong on this.
Yeah.
Michaela says it was an isolated instance where they didn't comment, and no matter how Taylor worded it, it made them look like bad friends. And apparently Taylor did explain to her followers that some of the girls are supportive, but there's others that weren't.
Yeah.
And it was weird about them not to comment. And Michaela asked, so does it matter that we're privately supporting you, or does it have to be public? And Taylor says both matters. Okay. Michaela in an interview says that her private support within real friendships is way more important than anyone commenting online. Yeah. Whereas Taylor's the complete opposite, and she would rather go online and get support and validation from complete strangers on the internet. Okay. Michaela does a really good job at explaining to Taylor like what her actions did to them and how it hurt some people. And then Taylor goes, but did it hurt you guys? And she goes, well, no, like I thought it was petty. And Macy was like, yeah, no, it didn't necessarily hurt me. And she goes, but Michaela was like, but if someone told me it hurt them, I would have empathy and say sorry. And I'm like, but would you? Because Whitney tried telling you that your post hurt her. Right. And you didn't have empathy for her. So is it just the fact that whoever you hate, you're allowed to do that to? Yeah. And have no repercussions or no... Like, I was like, I don't know. But it did open Taylor's eyes to her saying that. And Taylor leaves the conversation with saying, I agree that you guys feel that way. And Michaela goes, but I want you to feel empathy and I want you to feel sorry. Yeah. And Taylor goes, well, maybe I just need to go home and sit on that and think about it. And then she gets out and she's like, love you, even though you guys don't love me. And like, they're like, we never said that. Taylor in an interview says she doesn't feel bad about posting it, but it was her true feelings. She can see what Michaela is saying, though, and she is sorry that they are being bullied online. Okay. She said she's going to apologize ahead of the party for the post. Okay. She does say that her and Layla before the party are going to New York City together for a brand deal.
Okay.
So I think she was thinking like during that or before that she was going to apologize to the girls.
Yeah. Okay.
We randomly are in San Diego.
Okay.
It kind of threw me for a loop. Macy and Jacob are there, and we find out that they are in San Diego to do a frozen embryo transfer, and she has secretly been doing IVF for a while now.
Okay.
So it cuts to a couple clips of like her at the Halloween party, like putting the shot in her stomach for IVF and like all this stuff. And Macy says that even though her life is going really, really good right now, she's nervous for the party because Taylor and Demi can really fight dirty.
Yeah.
And she has a feeling it's going to be brutal. She said she's working on being stress-free because this IVF transfer is what matters like the most.
Yeah.
So this would be Jacob's second biological child, but they would have 3 total because Macy had one with her ex that passed away. We go to New York City, and Layla says that tonight, like that night, is Jessi and Macy's Saints and Sinners party, but today they are in New York City. So they fly out to New York City for this brand deal, and then they take a private jet back to Utah and go to the Saints and Sinners.
Okay, all right.
I'm like, holy shit, that is a lot.
Yeah.
Utah is at least a 6-hour flight from New York City.
Yeah, that's far.
That's insane. So Layla asked Taylor how she thinks tonight's going to go. They're like getting ready for their photo shoot. I guess it's a photo shoot for a brand, and then like they're gonna be on billboards in New York City and Times Square.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big deal. And I guess they're getting like a pretty big chunk of money for this.
Okay.
Taylor says that she thinks tonight's gonna go horrible and it's a bloodbath. Taylor in an interview said she sent an apology text to the group, and then it shows a screenshot saying, "I wanted to come here and apologize for my petty post. I wasn't going to apologize because I truly felt off by it. However, how I handled it was not okay. I didn't think about the big picture, and that's on me."
Okay.
Demi responds with why she does not accept Taylor's apology. And it looks like previously to the screenshot, there was like some back and forth above it.
Okay.
And Taylor says, well, the other girls came to me and told me why they were upset with me instead of bashing me online like you did.
Right.
And Demi responds with saying, I appreciate the attempt, but I do not accept this as a true apology. I would appreciate this apology so much more if you apologize and then shut up like you suggested Whitney to do. So I guess there's like some behind the scene drama. Like I kept like pausing it. I'm like, I'm going to read this text. So then Demi continues. Also, bringing your issue with Miranda and Whitney here like that is yet again so inappropriate. You really need to learn how to appropriately handle conflict.
Okay.
So I guess maybe there was another text above it mentioning her beef with Miranda and Whitney. I'm not sure what that was about. They don't show that.
Okay.
So I thought it was pretty interesting because later on Taylor gets mad that Whitney and Miranda sided with Demi.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if Demi showed them whatever that text was that was above, that she's like bringing that into here is not.
Yeah.
Okay. Taylor at one point tells Demi, I think you're a bitch, how you just responded. Definitely have been waiting for my downfall, and here you go, Demi. Demi says you should be kissing our feet and seeking to generally make it right. Taylor in an interview goes, I think she really wants me to kiss her feet, and that's not happening. So let's move on. Like Taylor is like, she will not move on from this. So like everyone's in this group chat and they're just like going back and forth.
Yeah.
Layla says Taylor posted one thing and it blew up into something that it didn't need to be. Taylor says there's parts that Demi is valid in, and she tells Taylor this, like, Demi is valid in some of this, but how far she's taking it online, that's where she draws the line.
Yeah.
And Layla says she's gonna let it go and move past it because Taylor apologized and she just doesn't want to deal with this.
Right. Okay.
Layla then tells Taylor that Demi texted her before they came and asked her how much she was making on this brand deal. Layla didn't respond because when it comes to money, she says, I think that they have learned that Demi doesn't handle money well.
Right.
Layla thinks that Demi was upset that Taylor got asked to the CMAs and not her, and that's why this is blowing up so much. Like, she was waiting for the perfect moment to, like, pounce.
Yeah.
Like, she was upset about Taylor being at the CMAs and not anyone else.
Yeah.
But Layla thinks that they just need to celebrate everyone's wins because there are going to be some opportunities that some girls get and not others.
Yeah, absolutely.
Layla says, not validating what you did, but it's very on brand for you to Taylor. And Taylor goes, oh, thank you. And then she says, hopefully tonight you'll have the same energy and have my back. And then Layla goes, what do you mean? And she goes, well, like when everyone's attacking me. And she goes, oh, no, I'll stick up for you.
Okay.
And Taylor goes, we'll see about that. The group chat shows the girls are talking about what to wear, and Jessi says she's going on full-on devil, and then Taylor says, oh, so we're dressing like what we are? Like Jessi being the devil?
Okay.
And Jessi goes, wow, shots fired. Demi says it's crazy coming to a war with a BB gun when we have an atomic bomb in hand, but go off, I guess. I don't really understand that comment, but sure. Miranda tries to tell the girls to be nice, and then Jessi says Taylor always starts it. Miranda's probably like, what the fuck is this group? Holy shit.
Oh, jeez.
We go to Macy's house, and they are 8 days post-transfer, so they decide to take a pregnancy test, and they are pregnant. Okay. She says keeping this a secret from her nosy friends is going to be hard. Then we cut back to the private jet. Layla and Taylor are flying back from their brand deal, and Layla says it's been nice to get away from all the drama and just hang out, the two of them. Taylor tells her that she knows she's close with Demi and Jessi, but it's okay if she ever wants to take a step back and not deal with their drama. Layla says she needs to work on not letting other people dictate her feelings about someone. So Layla in an interview says that Demi is very strongly opinionated when it comes to her feelings, right, and very passionate, that Layla gets sucked into that negative mindset. She said it happened at first with Jen, and now it's happening with Taylor. Okay. And she just wants to try to have her own opinions, but she feels like Demi wants the girls to choose between her and Taylor, which is a load of bullshit, Layla says. Okay. But Layla also says, but I'm terrified of Demi. Jeez. So some of these girls are terrified of Demi and like what she's going to say or do or post online. And like if they post one bad thing, like they're going to like, so Layla doesn't know what to do. We go to Jay-Z Styles, and Demi is meeting up with Whitney to get their hair done for the party. Okay. So Whitney's getting her makeup and hair done, and then every single time Demi sits in a chair, they just curl her hair and then send her on her way. So I think they're just like, do something so she's not just sitting there. Demi tells Whitney that she is embarrassed to admit how much time and energy all this drama has taken from her. Yeah. So Whitney in an interview says she does think Demi can take it too far sometimes, but in this instance, she can see and understand where she's coming from and why it's upsetting her so much. Whitney says it's validating to have someone see her side of why she always said that Taylor doesn't know how to be a good friend. Okay, yeah. So I think she's finally seeing that the girls are seeing like what she was so passionate about in season 1. Yeah. I think Whitney handled it better in season 1 than Demi is handling it now. Yeah. Because not all, like, she didn't come for Taylor online. She just, like, was like, I just don't, she's not going to support me, so I'm not going to support her. Yeah. And then clearly, like, Whitney was in one of the group texts that's like, you look fabulous. Like, her name was right there, and it's like, you look great, like, great job, like, can't wait to see you. Okay. And then it's like, and then she's dragged through the mud again with Taylor. So it's like, she's probably feeling frustrated that, like, I'm trying to build this friendship, and now, like, I'm just being knocked back down again. Because I'm kind of in this group, but kind of not in this group. Yeah. So, like, am I in Mom Talk or am I not? Because people are, like, messaging me. Demi in an interview says, seeing Taylor's behavior unfold, she's seeing why Whitney kept her distance. Demi says that this has been the wildest switch up for her, seeing Whitney's support, but she feels like Whitney is learning and growing. So she can see, like, the growth that Whitney has had. Okay. I'm like, I think you're just grasping onto anyone that has the same mindset as you.
Anybody that'll agree with anything on you or or even just talk to
right?
you.
Back in the private jet, Layla tells Taylor that she really values their friendship right now, so she's going to let Taylor look at her group chat that includes Demi, Layla, Macy, Michaela, and that's it.
Oh my, okay.
Layla says she wants to show Taylor and give her a heads up about what she's about to walk into tonight.
Geez, okay.
I realize at this point, all the screenshots shown in this episode were screenshots from Layla's phone. Because
interesting.
Whitney, Taylor, Demi, Jessi, Miranda, Jen's not in it, and then Michaela and Macy, all of them, the only one missing is Layla.
Okay.
So when you see the blue pop up, it's Layla.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I'm like, the producers are getting all these screenshots from Layla.
Yeah, okay.
So Taylor says thank you, and she starts scrolling through. And Taylor's like, the things that are being said in this group chat are just like not what friends would say about one another.
Yeah.
Demi said that Taylor is dumber than a rock. Jessi said she's batshit crazy.
Okay.
Michaela sent 2 voice memos that they should have played.
Oh.
But they didn't. I'm like, man, I really wanted to hear what that was about. Demi said, is anyone going to respond to this, or am I left on an island yet again? Does no one else feel like they are owed a sincere apology? Because that's what she's asking while demonizing me, and everyone but Whitney is silent. So I guess maybe Whitney responded to something somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
Jessi says Taylor is fixated on this, like the Jenna thing, and it's weird. Demi says that if this were any one of you, I would have your back in 5 seconds. And Jessi responds and says she doesn't want to respond unless it's on camera. So they're fighting about how to handle this.
Yeah.
So there's definitely turmoil. Demi is like demanding that everyone be more vocal.
Yeah.
None of the girls are being vocal, so maybe that's a hint to you that they don't agree fully with you.
Right.
And this is your battle to fight. So this isn't like, let's gang up on Taylor. You have to address this to me. Taylor in an interview says that the other girls don't know Demi's true colors, and Jessi is just trying to be a loyal friend to Demi. Taylor says that there is more to Demi that she knows about, and she plans on telling Jessi to open up her eyes to the true colors.
Okay.
Taylor's saying, okay, Demi, you have an atomic bomb for me? Bring it on, because I have one too.
All right.
And then we get to the Saints and Sinners party.
All right. Party time.
All the girls start showing up. Party looks great. It's really well done. They had a cake that's like choose a side, and it was white and red. And it was really cool. The husbands are there as well. So Jordan's asking Brett how he thinks tonight is going to go. And Brett says, I just hope Taylor is accountable and owns up to her stuff.
Okay. How about your wife, pal?
Jordan thinks that there will be some accountability, but there won't be full accountability. That's just his opinion. Taylor shows up to this party wearing angel wings that are as wide as she is tall. These angel wings are massive.
Okay.
Definitely trying to make a statement.
Yeah.
Definitely saying, like, I'm not in the wrong here.
Yeah.
All of that. And who is accompanying her to this party? Dakota. Dakota says in an interview that he came to support her through all this drama because even he thought it was weird that none of the girls commented, and he even saw that.
Okay.
And he wasn't even looking for that.
Wow.
But he noticed it.
Okay.
And he goes, they can say all they want that they weren't on their phones, but they were, and they're just bad friends. It's like,
okay.
So I think he's trying to get like bonus points with Taylor, maybe trying to like cozy up to her. I don't know. Taylor tells the girls that she's running on fumes because they ask her how New York City went, and then Layla's like, yeah, I'm not doing well at all right now.
Yeah, they had a long day.
Layla looks like she's like about to die. And then Taylor goes, but I wanted to come support my friends because that's what I do, unlike some people. Demi then goes, let's not lump everyone in like last time because that didn't go over well. And Taylor tells Demi that she shouldn't talk for the other girls. And Demi says, no, I've talked to everyone and everyone's frustrated. And then Taylor goes, funny because they all talk to me too, unlike you, who just posts online. Michaela then asks, because like this room is filled with like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, like fans too,
okay,
and like supporters, like it's like a community event, so like
oh wow,
it's definitely not like an influencer event, so I don't know if they probably had to buy tickets, but like it's definitely not like people who are used to cameras being around, so like everyone's staring at them and like trying to like get
they
like
showed up for the drama, they're getting it.
So then Michaela suggests that they all go to a back room to talk.
Okay.
So they all sit down, and then Macy goes, this feels weird because it's all of us, and then Taylor by herself. Well, Taylor's big-ass wings couldn't fit on anywhere else. So. And Taylor says, well, apparently she is by herself, according to Demi. So, like, Demi, like, just go for it. Like, what do you want to say? And then Demi goes, well, actually, I wanted to hear what you had to say. What is with these girls saying, I'm going to call them out on their shit, and then be like, well, what do you have to say?
Right.
No, you wanted to address this. You wanted to call her out on her shit. Be like, this is how I'm feeling. Yeah. Just lay it out there. Like, why are you throwing it back on Taylor? Taylor says that she wanted to apologize, but now she's not apologizing to Demi because of the bullying that she's been doing online for a week now. Okay. Taylor said she originally was not sorry about what she did, but then she thought about what Michaela said and how it affected each one of them. And then Jessi goes, why wouldn't you be sorry? And then Taylor goes, well, I didn't think big picture. And Jessi goes, well, you have a platform, so why would you put that out there and not expect a response from your followers? Right. Like, you have 4 million people that follow you. Like, why would you not expect a response? And then Taylor goes, well, you guys think I'm dumber than a block, so... And all the girls' faces that were in that group chat, like, look uncomfortable. Like, you can tell Whitney and Miranda are like, what's going on? And all like, Macy's face was like, oh shit, like, and Layla's face was even worse. She's like, what did I just do? Like, what did I do? Showed her. And then in an interview she goes, thanks, Taylor. Like, so Jessi then goes, why don't we go around the room and each person say why they didn't post to get to the bottom of it, and then we can just iron out like why we didn't support you enough. Taylor goes, well, I don't care, because if I reached out, like, then she was like, why don't you care? Like, you could have reached out to us. And she goes, no, but if I reached out, like, you guys wouldn't have admitted, like, you saw it and you didn't comment and that you're being petty. And she goes, I guarantee you that half the people in this room are being petty, and then some of you actually didn't see it like you, Jessi. And she goes, and then Demi goes, how do you even know that? And she goes, because I know. Like, you guys liked it, you saw it, you didn't say anything. Like, and it's just clear. Like, she's definitely like looking at Demi like like you were the petty one. Like, I know that you're upset that I was there. Right. So Demi and Jessi both take this as a sign that she doesn't care about the relationships, because if she did care about the relationships, she would want to reach out to each person or care or know why they didn't post, just so they could get to a bottom of it. And they think that Taylor just wants it for, you know, public sake of like her being supported by them, but then like not giving it back in return. Right. Okay. Taylor admits that what she did was petty, and she apologizes for the impact it had on them. And Jessi in an interview says Taylor takes her feelings as facts, so maybe she just likes being validated by her fans. At this point, it was kind of hard to follow their fighting, and so Demi says that she sees all the little Taylors coming for her online. Taylor says that this isn't the reason that Demi is so upset with her. There's like something else, but this just pushed it over. So she's like, this isn't why you have a problem with me. Right. This isn't the sole thing. There's something else that you have an issue with. Which from the last couple episodes you see it. Yeah. Taylor thinks that Demi is to the point where now she's just bullying her online. Okay. Demi says, I'm not a bully, and Layla throughout all this is completely silent, and Taylor's like, where's Layla? She promised that she would stick up for me. Yeah. And she's not. Like, she even told me she thinks Demi is taking this too far. Like, the other girls too, like, were like, Macy was like, Demi is taking this too far. Yeah. Whitney, Demi can take this too far. Like, looking at Demi and saying something is not going to be like, I'm not your friend anymore. It's going to be like, maybe some of the comments you are making are taking it too far. Yeah. Like, calling her a narcissist online, saying she's manipulative. Like, all these posts were like shown on screen. Like, they screenshot. It was too much for me to say in this episode, but like, she's like coming at people and she's like, you don't know the true story. Taylor tells half truths. She's a manipulator. She does this. Like, and so like, it is almost like bullying where it's like, this is all stemming from one post that Taylor said, my friends didn't comment on my post. And that was weird. That is an excessive big response.
You're going a little far there.
It's not even one of the responses where Jessi's was like, it was like, okay, let me bow down, Queen Taylor. But it was like the receipts of like, this is what I did.
Right.
And then she like let it go.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was weird that none of the girls said, no, Demi, like maybe like you took it a step far.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that that's out of line to then be like, oh, Demi's going to be mad at me. Like, it's just like, let's talk factual. Like, I'm not trying to have Taylor's back, but like, let's make this like a little bit more realistic of a conversation.
Yeah.
Demi says that Taylor is spinning this into a victim complex, and she tells Taylor that like, this is the most victim complex I've ever seen. Like, you're just spinning it to where you're the victim all the time. Taylor says she's not spinning anything and she just thinks Demi is fake. And then Demi goes, I'm not fake. And she goes, does anyone else in this room think I'm fake? And then I think it was like Whitney and Macy are like, no. Taylor thinks it's weird that Miranda and Whitney are having Demi's back when she's been supportive of them rejoining the group. But then again, I think it goes back to whatever was said in that group chat about her bringing in her beef with Miranda and Whitney.
Oh, right.
So there's something missing here that I don't think we saw.
Okay.
That Demi definitely got with them and like kind of like got them to a point where like even if they're not like speaking up on Demi's half, they're just gonna shut up and not say anything.
Yeah. Okay. Weird.
And even Miranda in an interview says, I know how Taylor can be online and like she posts things to get likes and clicks, like clearly the swinging scandal, and I know how that can impact people. So I think she's just kind of like, I'm out of this one. Demi then asks Taylor, so what's fake? And Jessi says, yeah, you can't say that and not back it up.
Right.
And then Taylor goes, I like don't want to spill it. And then she's looking at Jessi, who's to her right, and she goes, you know, like I really don't want to, like, because it's going to impact you. Like, it's going to affect you, what I say.
Okay.
And Demi goes, she's like, why are you looking at her for validation? Just spill it. And she goes, because it's about her. And she's like, what's about her? And, like, Demi comes, like, she's like, say it. And she goes, you really want to say it? And then she goes, yeah, say it. If it's about Jessi, like, I want you to say it. And she looks at Jessi and goes, Demi told me that you're not good at hair and that she's stuck in a thing with Jay-Z Styles and not to go to you. And Demi says, I did not say that at all. And then when Taylor wouldn't back down, she goes, I said not to go to Jay-Z because I don't know how they wear with color, but they're great at extensions. And then Taylor yells, that's your best friend's company. That's her livelihood.
Yeah.
And you're sending people away from her business.
Right.
And Demi goes, at that point, I had only gotten my hair done one time. And Taylor goes, so were you happy with the one time? And she goes, I don't remember. And then Taylor looks at Jessi and goes, see how she can't answer any of these questions? Like, she would remember if she liked her hair the first time she got it done there because she kept going back to you.
Yeah.
But she feels obligated going back to you. At this point, Jessi's face is like, so somber, and like you can tell she's just like hurt, like she's just upset. Whitney says, so should we just resolve the petty IG post and then move on from that? And Taylor goes, no, because she's fake and I think she's a bitch. And Miranda says that she doesn't think it's fair to try to put other people against each other right now, so like she's like, this is kind of getting off topic and now we're just like pinning other people against one another. And then that's when Taylor was like, why are they supporting Demi when I had their back and like I gave them a second chance and like now they're like coming after me? At that point, Taylor starts to say something like, I think she's like looking at Jessi and she's like, don't you think that this is a problem? And then I think she was like trying to talk to Jessi and kind of be like, kind of get her on her side. And then Demi yells, look at me, this is about me, so look at me. And then she goes, look me in the eyes, you narcissist. And Taylor's like, what? Okay. So like Taylor's like, okay, I'll look at you. And then Demi says, should we get to how you are behind closed doors? So now Demi is just like adding on, like she's piling onto this because she told Taylor, like, Taylor wasn't gonna say her reason why she thought Demi was fake. She wanted her to say it. Now they're all mad that Taylor's like pinning people against each other, but they asked for it.
Yeah.
Now Demi is like just trying to like pile onto this with something not related. And she goes, let's get to how you are behind closed doors. Taylor says, go for it. And then Demi goes, okay, should we talk about the way that you treat your boyfriend? And then she goes, get help. Stop hurting people. Take accountability for what you're doing. It's not okay. She goes, let's go get Dakota. And Taylor goes, let's go get him. And then Taylor in an interview is like, she just took this to like the worst night of my life when it had nothing to do with what we're sitting here talking about.
Right.
This isn't just, this goes beyond trying to like hurt someone. This goes into ruining someone's life.
Yeah.
And so Taylor's just like not having it. And she goes, go get Dakota. And then Demi goes, you know what? No, I'm going to protect your Ever in this situation. Okay. Why are you bringing kids into this?
Yeah.
At this point, Demi lost me and all accountability. You could have just ended it with Whitney and Miranda saying, now we're pinning people against it. Dealt with the shit that you said about Jay-Z Styles and not had it go any further. Now you lost all your credibility, I think, even with the girls, because you took it to a place it didn't need to go.
Yeah.
Like, and all the girls' faces are like, this is like gone too far. Finally, Miranda says that this isn't fair to the initial argument, and all the girls agree, and even Jessi goes, yeah, we've gotten so off topic. Whitney goes, I just need to ask one question. And she looks at Taylor and goes, are you sorry? And Taylor says, yes, I am sorry to all of you and how I made you feel and for people coming after you. Yes, I'm sorry. And Whitney goes, okay, then I'm going to go and join the party because that's all I needed to hear. And she gets up and she leaves the room. Taylor, as all the girls are getting up, asks to talk with just Jessi. And Jessi's like, yeah, sure. Taylor says she wants Jessi just to be careful. And asked, like, was that beneficial for me to tell you that? Like, I'm sorry if it wasn't and it just hurt your feelings. And she goes, no, it's good to know. Like, I needed to know that. And she goes, because this is the second time your best friend has stabbed you in the back behind closed doors. Because the first time was when she tried getting her kicked off the show.
Oh, yeah.
And Jessi goes, in an interview, says she's just feeling betrayed and deflated, and she doesn't know where the group is going from here. And she's like, this is such a hot mess. And that was the end of the episode.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah.
Wow. Seemed like a quick one.
It was just like a lot of screenshots.
Yeah.
Of text and flying back and forth and a lot of backstabbing.
So it ends at the party, so we're going to pick up next week at the party.
I don't know if we're going to pick up next week at the party.
Okay.
Because it cuts to...
They just got to the party, went to the back room, and then left.
Well, they all did go back out, and they were enjoying it, but I don't think, like, with the crowd that was there, you're not going to get any more drama out of that, so I don't think they're going to show the rest of the party. But it does cut to next week where... Jessi confronts Demi about the comment of her hair.
Okay.
And Demi says, I wasn't trying to hurt you. And she's like, well, you did because, like, that's my livelihood. Like, you're sending people away.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if there's resolution that gets there.
Okay.
And then a few other things for next week. But, yeah, that was kind of like the big one.
Okay.
But,
cool. I guess we'll pick back up next week. We'll figure out what happens.
I think we end the season at Demi's Christmas party.
Okay.
Because it does keep cutting to scenes between Demi and Taylor's mom, and Demi's yelling at Taylor's mom, and Taylor's mom is crying.
This
so
interesting.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can't wait.
So yeah, but
cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Reality Hits Matt. That's Reality Hits MAT, just one T. Same on TikTok at Reality Hits Matt. And if you want to ask us a question, leave us a comment, email us at realityhitsmatt@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.